for another update. Let's take a look at incentive token over here. And what we have is an ABC correction to the downside going back a little bit over a year ago. And then our first leg in the market starts from there. We then have a 5-wave move up for our wave 1 with the 5th wave going towards the 223.6% extension, which is a common target for an extension of the 5th wave. And usually you get these extensions in highly over-leveraged markets like crypto because you have so much hype and FOMO, and you'll usually get those extensions within the 5th wave or the first wave up. Okay, so we do see that extension. And we then had a ABC correction down for your wave 2. Now, whenever you have 5 waves up in the market, what you're going to have is a ABC correction. So you have your 5 waves up like this, then you're going to have another 5 down for your A wave, right? You come up for a B wave right over here, which would be your bear trap. And then for your C wave, you're going to have a lot of indecision, and you're going to see the price oscillate within what's called an ending diagonal. So you see how the price is oscillating here? And this will either take the shape of a descending broadening wedge, a falling wedge, or even a descending channel. Then you're going to see an overthrow of this pattern for your C wave, which is what I like to call manipulation, before you have your squeeze to the upside. Okay, so this over here would be your wave 1, right? These are your subwaves. So you have 5 waves to make a wave 1, then you have 3 waves to make a wave 2 in an ABC correction, with the C wave being an ending diagonal. So we see that exact same thing over here. We have 5 waves to make a wave down, a 3-wave move up for your B, and then a descending broadening wedge for your C wave. A lot of market indecision over here. And then when we go ahead and take a look at the RSI, we do see a squeeze. So you can see that the RSI was, while price was oscillating within this descending broadening wedge, price was respecting this range here on the RSI. And then what did we do over here? We swept this range to the downside. Okay, we swept this range right over here. You see how we swept it right over here? As the price was moving into extremes. So as the price was moving into extremes here, you had RSI sweeping these range lows before we had that slingshot to the upside. Okay, so wouldn't surprise me, we have a little bit of a throwback here. We are above the 50 and 21-day moving average, which is a very bullish sign. We're above this descending broadening wedge. All I did was take a fib from the throwback after your initial advance right up to the high here to find our DCA levels. On the daily time frame, we do have a bearish shooting star, so we must assume this is the top until a local top until price comes back up to breach this high. And wouldn't surprise me, we see a little bit of a throwback here to around the median of our descending broadening wedge before we have our next leg up in the market, which would likely take you to around the 70.2 to 78.6% fib at $5.94 to $6.91. Okay, for your first point of interest. What we also notice here on the MACD is a very bullish sign. So if we go ahead and take a look here on the 3-day time frame, we do see that the MACD has crossed up and is crossing towards the 0 line. On the weekly, it's even more pronounced. You can see that the weekly is about to cross here. So on the high time frame, we do have a lot of bullish momentum. Just know that if we do come down, it will be a buying opportunity. We do see an ABC-like structure. So this over here would be your A wave, come up for a B wave, and then before having a C wave to the downside to any of these fibs here, likely coming down to retap this 50 and 21-day moving average before we have that next leg. Okay, so everything is looking good with incentive. It looks like the bottom is in regards to this wave 2. And we're currently within the wave 3 to the upside, but we're just seeing some chop and grind. to the lower levels on the small time frame before we continue higher. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to stay updated with the Richard Heart ecosystem, then please click the link in the description below to join the Discord so you guys can get the exit targets and roadmaps for all your favorite coins. Peace out and take it easy. See you in the next one.